In this video, we are going to discuss about why Splunk apps and add-ons have a local folder. There are some key points, the reasons behind the local folder. The first one is customization preservation, meaning the local folder stores the user specific or admin specific configuration. For example, if you download anything from the Splunk base, right, they will have a separate set of default configurations, right? If you want to update, you should not directly go ahead and update in the default folder. You need to do it in the local folder. So that is the reason, like if you do any customization, you can store it on the local folder. The local folder means for storing a customization done by you. Default and local folder hierarchy. Splunk always first reads the configuration from the default folder, and then it goes for local folder, and if there is any file and details from the local folder, that takes a precedence. So that's the reason we are keeping it in the default local folder, all the configurations, the customization. The upgrade protection, let's say as we said, so if you are downloading any app from Splunk base, and if you add some configurations to it, when the app is getting upgraded, you will download a newer version. So you don't want that new version configurations to affect your configuration. So whenever there is an upgrade, your local folder won't be disturbed, but the default folder will be disturbed. So that's the reason you have to put all your configuration customization configurations in the local folder. Personalization. Yes, user can configure or modify any configurations without affecting the default configurations. As always, admins used to say, don't change the default configurations in your app. So if you want to do any personalization like changing the value, changing the host name or properties, you can do so it in the local folder. And precedent order. Yes, Splunk follows the configuration precedence. Always local folder will take a higher precedence, and then the default folder, and then the system level settings. Yeah. Let's understand a scenario. Let's say a company has an app called collects indexes and firewall logs, and this app has a default folder. You see, like this, in the default inputs.conf, you have this configuration, right? Let's say you don't want this index to be indexed, and you want it to be in a different index. What you should do, you should not directly go ahead and edit it in the default inputs.conf. What you need to do is you need to copy this file and you need to put it in the local inputs.conf, in the local folder inputs.conf, and then change the index name. This is the way. So now let's see that in an action. So I'll do it for a props.conf. Let's say, and this is one of the forwarder which I logged in, present work directory. Yeah, you see we have opt splunk forward etc app search, right? If I do ll, here inside this app we have a default folder and metadata folder. We don't have a local folder, right? Now if I go inside the default folder, we have a app props.conf and different conf. Well, let's see what is there in the props.conf. Okay, so there are some configurations: Splunk D, scheduler, and web service. Now let's say for web service, I want to change this regex, right? So I want to update this regex. This is not working for me, I want to update it. But this is app created, I mean came from as a default from Splunk. When you are installing, this app is a default app, so you should not do anything on the default directory also. What will you do? But I want to modify this one. So what we will do is we'll just go back. So we'll make sure we are in the app directory, home app home directory, and create mkdir local folder. First create the local folder and then go inside local folder and check. I think it is empty directory. Yes, we created. So create a props.conf file. Or what you can do is you can simply copy the default props.conf into here. So this command you can do is from local folder, I am copying the default props.conf to here. If I do ll, I have a property here. So if you can see pw, so in this etc apps search local folder, I have the props.conf. If I open the props.conf, this is also having the same configuration. Now what I can do is I can open this props.conf and then modify. Here it won't affect. So as I don't need to modify anything at the above things, right? I can remove it because you don't want to give the redundant configurations. For that, in the normal mode, you can press D. One second. D. If you just type D small d, like press 2 times, it will be clearing. So I want to change this one. I can change only this. Maybe I can go ahead and I can say I don't want this as a browser. I will say insert browser. Oh, sorry. Browser name. I can say. Now I can save this file. Yeah, you see now it is saved. So now if I open cat props.conf, you see here browser name came. But in the default props.conf, what we have is browser. So this is how you should override the uh, files. For example, just to make sure if we update it correctly, now I'm going to do cat default props.conf, and this is the default, and cat local props.conf. You see here in the default props.conf we have this much, in the local props.conf we have only this much. So what I did is I just copy pasted this particular stanza, I just changed this name. So this is how you have to copy paste and do the changes. Never ever touch anything on the default folder. Okay, now let's discuss about how to merge these configurations. Let's say I did this one, like your company or your team is asking you to deploy these configurations to production. When you are the creator, when you want to deploy the changes to production, you will always have a local folder and default folder. How do you merge it? To do this, there is a tool called Beyond Compare, that is to compare the content of the file, right? So now you can download Beyond Compare. I mean, there are a lot of other tools. Even you can use a notepad, all those things. But I prefer this Beyond Compare, so it is easy for me to compare. So you can use the same. Let me download. Yeah. Okay, it got downloaded. So let's install the Beyond Compare. Install for me only. Agree. Next, next, next. Okay, finish it. So this is how the window look like. So I'm going to compare the text compare, like so I'll open it. So it has two different window, left side and right side. So what I can do is first I can copy the default props.conf, the changes, and put it in the left side, and the local outputs.conf, I'll copy the content, I'll put it on the right side. You see, it automatically, even though I pasted at the top, it automatically aligned, and it is only saying this is the place where it has changed. You see, it has the underscore name highlighted. It is basically comparing left and right, and it is highlighting wherever there is a change. So this is expected because first two lines or two stanzas we did not paste it. We copy pasted the third stanza and we changed it. You see, it is correctly highlighting underscore name. So now what I can do is, you see this button, if I just click on it, the left side changes will come to the right side. Now this is how Beyond Compare can help you to merge line by line. So if you have multiple, now this is merged. I can copy this content and then I can go to default props.conf and then I can paste it. So now as I opened it, I need to delete this complete file. For that, keeping your cursor at the top, click small d capital G. Yeah, it is done. And now you can click on insert mode and then paste the content. You see, now we have updated browser name. You can click save. Yes. So now props.conf has a latest configuration. So this is how you have to take local and default content and merge it. You can use the Beyond Compare, and there are a lot of other tools as well. You can use them.